Hey everyone, sorry I haven't made a video in a while. Here's a little progress update on the 69 Camaro. Prep work on your body work is key. Make sure the body is 100% straight, and if the guide coat doesn't look right or the etch primer, any of that looks right when you're spraying it down, then it's probably not right. I thought all the body work on this car was perfect. I went through, sprayed the first layer of paint, and it came out like shit. That's the color it's going to be. It's actually pretty nice. But as soon as I layered the first layer down, easiest way to describe it was like looking out into the ocean. It was just wave after wave, even though it looked straight with the guide coat. So I stripped it all the way down, took it to the final layer. Certain spots did hit metal, but now it is 100% dead straight all the way around. I got a few spots I am glazing right now and sanding down. Doing a final sand with 400 wet sand, so it has the same texture as everything else. I'm going to prime the car, then I'm going to sand it with 600 and then 800 wet sand, and then it should be ready to paint. Got another spot down here. I got to finish sanding that down. As for all the fenders, they actually came out straight. The only problem was there's a bunch of chips all around the edges, all in little corners, just weird little random spots had chips on it. So I went through and did the same exact thing I did to the chassis. Sanded all the way down, almost to the last layer of paint and primer, and basically found out every spot. Both fenders are ready for primer. The trunk lid's ready for primer. Once I finish those few spots, the chassis is ready for primer. The doors, I wind up having to strip down to bare metal because one door, they try to bring this arch all the way across right here, where factory it stops about here. One door had it, the other door didn't. And the other door that didn't have, you can tell they're trying to sculpt it because it had a low spot and it waved. But now, with it being stripped back down to bare metal, finding out all the true lows and getting it all filled up and get it ready for primed. Same thing with this one. And this is not regular Bondo. This is fiberglass infused Bondo. Some weird shit. Fiber mat, I believe they called it, or something weird. It is very itchy when you sand it. Fair warning. I got one spot on the corner there I got to sand. I got to reglaze it right here and sand this down, and then those two are done. And then the only other thing I got to sand down will be inside the jambs of both doors. The jambs on the car sanded down. And once all that's done, oh yeah, on the hood, I got a few spots on the hood I got to glaze and sand down. And then the hood's actually ready for primer. And this is an original cowl hood. This was a true SS car. So I got a few spots. There's another dent right up over here I got to fill in. And then glaze this. It's ready for primer. And hopefully by tomorrow, I'll put the booth back up over there in that area. Roll this inside, wash it, then roll it inside there. Take the rear axle out, take the whole front K-member out, set it up on jack stands, mask the entire thing off, and get it ready for paint. Prime the whole thing first, and then paint it. That's a little progress update on this. It's coming out very nice. It's a lot of hours. I got about 80 hours a week into this, and I am staying after hours out of work. So it's definitely fun. That's a little update of what's going on. If you'd like to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one.